Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another online battle of Third Age Total War. This is a 1 vs 1 siege battle at Helms Deep, and I guess you can kind of say that this is like an alternate scenario. So let's just say that Isengard is victorious. They destroyed Rohan. Gandalf does not show up with reinforcements. Now they garrison inside the very awesome fortress of Helms Deep, and Sauron is now in control. So Gondor finally decides to charge up an army, and we do have a little fight going on between some Gondor infantry and some berserkers. Not exactly sure why Isengard is leaving his defenses with one unit of berserkers, which is not really good. It's definitely not a good tactic. I mean, the berserkers are really good at fighting in choke points and just slaughtering troops. So here we are, Gondor trying to reclaim the lost fortress of Helm's Deep for the glory of Rohan. It's a messed up world we live in. Yeah, I wouldn't even engage these berserkers. I would just try to fire my archers. I mean, if he's gonna send out a unit that's really weak to archer fire, because right now he's getting some friendly fire going on. So a pretty brutal fight nonetheless. So who's gonna win this one? The balance of forces are evenly matched. I mean, they are getting hit pretty hard by their own archers in the back. You can just see constant arrows coming in. I wouldn't say constant, but consistent arrows coming in, hitting them in the back. They are getting a couple of the berserkers though. Let's see. The balances are pretty evenly matched. Why would he waste his berserkers like this though? That's pretty tragic. And if you look at the balance of power, it's like in favor of Isengard, and they're defending. So this is gonna be really tough for Gondor. But I love Gondor. They look so great. That unit right there, the Gondor infantry. They look so good. Well, let's see if this guy can get a kill. Come on. And then after this little skirmish, we're gonna check out the army comps. And there goes the first wall. So you didn't have to destroy the walls with explosives. You can just use a giant trebuchet. Works just as well. And Isengard was like, damn it, we just rebuilt that wall. Now we have to rebuild it again, you bastards. Well, let's see. Victory seems certain still for Gondor. Oh, come on, they're teaming up. They're teaming up around that orc. Or that berserker. Uruk-hai. I mean, you gotta be like a special kind of breed of Uruk-hai to be a berserker. Like really strong, really large, and just don't care about your own life. Just charge in and slaughter as many as you can before you die. I mean, isn't that all Uruk-hai though? I mean, these guys have to be really crazy. Oh, come on, kill them. You're teaming up against them. There they go. There we go. Oh, nice. Pretty soon they're gonna break. They're down to 5, and Gondor is down to 25. Yeah, berserkers are definitely a unit that you want to use like with support. Like, it's not like a hold the front line kind of unit. It's more of a shock infantry that you should flank around with, or use them to hold choke points, or mix them in with some infantry. Because alone, they can't go toe to toe with like shielded infantry. But they are fighting to the death, and we can all respect that. Very cool. Down to 2. Oh, this guy's getting teamed up. Save him! Save him! Alright, so this battle's pretty much over. So what we're going to do now is check out the army comps. We will start with the attackers, and it's Gondor, of course. And he's bringing a pretty sweet army. Now, I'm pretty sure both players had a ton of money in this one, but he's bringing a couple units of Gondor infantry. He's got these Citadel Guard. Check them out. They look so cool. I love their black capes. Get a nice view of their black capes. Oh my god. That is nice. That's what I would be. A Citadel Guard. If I had to pick a unit. Now, it could be the Fountain Guard, which he has some units over here, which look pretty cool too. But they're kind of like over the top cool, you know? I want to be just a nice, simple Citadel Guard. Anyways, back to his army. He's got some Swan Knights, which is mostly what he's bringing for heavy infantry. More Fountain Guard here. He also has some guards of Osgiliath joining the fight. They look pretty cool too. And then he's got some cave trolls and more Gondor archers. He's got like 4 of them or so. But this Gondor infantry, very tired. Look at this guy. He's all bloodied up. He's like, my god. And it looks like Gondor has learned how to tame the cave trolls. And since the sun is not really out, it's a rainy day, he's gonna use the cave trolls in battle because you know they'll turn into stone if they're out in the sunlight. And of course he has artillery and he has 1 ranger unit right here. Very nice. So pretty cool army. Now this is where the defending force gets a little crazy. Look at this, the walls are crashing down. The defending armies have a ton of infantry. They've got 1 catapult, 5 units of pikemen. So here's his pikemen right here. God, they look so good. Look at them. Oh, they're so good. I love the little like the eye opening there. That looks so awesome. It's so intimidating. And then he has 9 units of Uruk-hai infantry. 9. That is insane. And then he's bringing 2 berserkers. 1 is dead though. And then 3 crossbowmen, which I believe he's keeping up here in reserve. So yeah, he's got his crossbows up here. He has his infantry over here defending the gates. Now earlier Gondor tried to push up. He tried to push up his gate and try to knock down that gate opening, but it did not work out. Usually when you push up a unit, you want to have a couple units in reserve to protect them, but unfortunately he only pushed up 1. So what we're going to do now, guys, is just let the bombardment phase continue. I'm just going to skip through it and get straight to the action. Alright, welcome back, guys. So that was a really short cut. Once he knocked down this wall, he started to advance forward. So it looks like he's going to have this little invasion force right here that's going to focus down the walls. He's moving up his archers first, which is really pretty smart, because if you look at the defenses with Isengard, he's got his men just kind of standing there right in the open. So if he wants to, you know, just stand in the open, shoot him to death. Use your archers. Do not give them any mercy and just shoot them to death. Now, we do have some crossbows up on the walls. They are about to fire. Fire down, men. Oh, look at that. Oh, and actually the siege equipment is going... Wow. Hold that thought. My God, they got wrecked right there. But yeah, the siege equipment, the siege tower should protect them from most... Well, I think it protects them from archer fire, from the crossbows. I don't know, but the armies are marching forward, and what a really cool sight this is. Loose formation, Citadel Guard. That is so epic. Freaking love Gondor. Fear Gondor. It looks like he's using his trebuchet to try to knock down the gate. It is 25% destroyed. Since the ram didn't work, he's going to move up his Fountain Guard, and they're going to be the first ones to go in to take the gate. That is lovely. Oh my... He better move it a little bit closer. And don't get too close to the walls. He might kill his own men with his own artillery. Here we go. Yes, 49%. It's coming down. Gondor is taking back this beautiful fortress. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't this fortress originally built by dwarves? Is that the lore of Helms Deep? At least that's what Jackie Fish told me. So if I'm wrong, you can blame him. But he better retreat the crossbows soon. And he better not give up the walls. Okay, good. He is sending up his Uruk-hai infantry. But look at him climb. What? That is so derpy looking. There he goes. Get your crossbows out of there. More towers coming this way. So Gondor definitely wants to take this area, and I respect the fact that Isengard is going to try to defend it, because he could always just retreat this way and hold this choke point and this choke point, but that'd be really boring. You want to see them, you know, defend the walls. Oh, and the gate is now at 98%. One more hit. The arrows are now firing through the sky. Fire arrows coming down, firing at the troops that are right in the open. This is what I'm talking about. Firing at his defenses. Don't be too aggressive. Use your archers. The gate is now down. Battle is about to begin. The soldiers are about to come down from the siege towers here, crash into the gates. And the Swan Knights might be beginning to charge. Oh, we better send up more infantry than just a couple units of infantry. Send up more infantry. Alright, and then... Oh, some laggage there. There goes the gate battle. Oh my god, the choppiness. The choppiness is real. What the hell? Hang on, let me pause it. Okay, there we go. It's simmering down. Old games like Medieval 2 is bound to happen. But the Fountain Guard getting work done. The pikemen are having an epic pike battle. By the way, did I say the names of the players? I think I completely forgot, but Isengard is commanded by Dizzy Wolf and Gondor is commanded by History General. Sometimes I just completely forget about names. So, epic fight for the gate. It looks like he's got a couple units of reserve. He's got the guards of Osgiliath. Let's go back to this battle because it looks like they are coming down from the siege towers. Isengard better send more infantry up there. He needs more troops. He might hold against the Citadel Guard here. Oh, this is nice. This is lovely. I love watching wall battles because you can zoom in so close. But the battle for Helms Deep has begun. Here comes more Citadel Guard. I love watching them come down. Boop, boop, boop. That's great. So this is a pretty epic brawl going on right here. Uh-oh. Using rotting meat. I highly recommend that you don't use that. Look at this. He's not even concerned about the choke points over here. This is great. I mean, he could have easily charged in his infantry, but they would have gotten slaughtered by the pikes. Now the pikes are getting slaughtered by the archers. And you will be amazed how many times I see just players leave their troops out in the open like that and not move them. It's amazing. Why do they not move them? I have no idea. The Swan Knights are pouring in. The Citadel Guard bringing the fight to the Uruk-hai infantry. And look at this. Oh, what happened here? What was that? I guess crossbows. Yes, crossbows wrecking the Fountain Guard. That's a huge win for Isengard. And now the guards of Osgiliath are engaged. The berserkers are in the mix of the fight. The gate battle is just absolutely brutal. Both sides sending in as many forces as they can. Look at the berserkers in the back cheering on their comrades. More fire arrows coming in. Not sure why he's using fire arrows. I think he should use standard shot, especially for this situation right here. Fire arrows are really good at breaking enemies. So if you see like a huge blob of enemy forces, use your fire arrows. But the thing about fire arrows is that they take longer to reload and they're not as accurate. So I think in this situation, it would have been way better to use standard shot because you would kill a lot more with less arrows. An epic wall battle still going on this way. Oh, it looks like he sent up more infantry. So now these guys are surrounded. This is not good for Gondor. And I would hate to be one of those Swan Knight troops. I really would. Get a nice close-up into this epic brawl. Oh, he got a kill there. And he's going to kick him down. That is epic. Oh, here we go. He is pushing through the gate now. He's got his Fountain Guard going in. Isengard setting up their infantry. He's sending up his pikes now. Oh, he's going to surround them on the walls. So this is probably why Gondor is attacking, because he notices that his troops are getting surrounded up there, so he needs another way in. He needs to break through these choke points. But Isengard, he is really clumping up his forces, and he is not going to let them in. Not for 1 second. Just keep shooting at him, though. I mean, they've already lost, like, what, 15 troops or so? 10 or so troops? Good God, they are so surrounded right here. Gondor running low on reserves. But how is the gate battle going? Oof, I don't know, guys. Gondor still has a lot of work to do. And it looks like his Fountain Guard is pretty much destroyed. He's really relying on his pikes to defeat the Isengard pikes there. And then he sent up some infantry, I believe, some Gondor infantry. But look at this, he's got like 4 units of infantry, Uruk-hai infantry. I keep thinking I'm going to say Uruk. Urukai. Urukai infantry waiting in reserve. Whatever you want to call them. They're waiting in reserve. Oh, look at this little duel. Yes! Duel battle. I freaking love duel battles. Fountain Guard versus... uh-oh. Oh, he's about to get double teamed. Oh, but someone's going to help him out. And now some infantry are joining into the fight. Because they are pushing through the guards of Osgiliath. Gondor infantry. More Isengard infantry charging in. Just a whole lot of infantry. Where are those archers, those crossbows? Oh, look, he's got his catapult up here. Not sure if he's going to really be able to get a lot of good hits with that catapult, but we'll see what he can do. Oh, man. I don't know, the Swan Knights, victory seems certain for them, so they might be able to break through. And they really desperately need to break through, because they got to help out their allies that are fighting up on the walls. Come on, Isengard. Defend the walls. Look at this. So they killed all of the infantry, the Urukai infantry. Now they just have to kill the pikemen. Over here, okay, he sent up another Swan Knight infantry unit. So he might actually take this wall without any kind of support from the ground. Is he still firing into these pikemen? Yes, he is. Still using fire arrows too. Tragic. Oh, but the pikes are starting to get surrounded here. So I think the outer defense here, this long wall, is soon to be lost. And Gondor is going to claim it for himself. He's got his trolls going up this way. He's been holding back his trolls. Let's see, I think that's, yeah, he's got everything pushed up. Looks like he's got another unit of Fountain Guard headed this way. Yeah, the trolls are going to help push. This is really good because he definitely needs help over here. Look at this. This is so cool. Just surrounded. But here comes the trolls to the rescue. Coming in to save the day, even though they're going to knock up some of their own troops. Yes. Come on, trolls. Beat them back. Beat them back. See how long they can fight. There's a couple Fountain Guards still in the mix. That's pretty cool. So what has he got over here? Some pikes forming up here. He knows that he's going to soon lose the outer position out here. The pikes are just, they are thinning. They're down to 12 now. The Swan Knights are just chewing them up. The balance of power is still pretty much the same. The pikemen out here are actually charging. After sitting there for almost the entire game, they've lost half of their unit, and now they're going to go out and charge the enemy. I don't know how I feel about this move right here. Not exactly the best strategy, because look at this. This is easier for the archers to fire now. I like the fact that he's using standard shot. That's really, really good. Because look, he's going to get more volleys off. Look, he's already gotten 2 volleys off before the fire arrow unit could fire. There you go. And these guys are getting just slaughtered. Why, Isengard? Why? Gotta be really careful with your men. Look at the archers are just gonna like hold. They're like, hold, man! Hold! Do not fear them! One more volley will get rid of their evilness. They're down to 19. God, I love the Gondor archers. Here comes a catapult. And there we go, they broke through. They finally broke through with the help of the Swan Guard and the Fountain Guard. Now he can surround the pikemen here who are putting up a very brave defense. And they are slaughtering the Citadel Guard. But over here, still fighting going on, but it looks like the infantry, the Isengard infantry, are not going to be able to hold for too much longer. There we go, they're getting surrounded. Surround the scum. Very nice. So he's going to take the walls. But the balance of power is still in favor of Isengard. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's got his catapult in position. Look. Oh, my God. look at that blood splatter everywhere. And he is taking the gate. Isengard is controlling the gate. We do have some archers up here, but the rangers are so depleted after, you know, fighting off the crossbows. And I guess Gondor is just not interested in the gate anymore. But Isengard, hold. Don't charge out. Hold your men. Hold your men. Don't chase. The Fountain Guard will beat you. No, don't chase, Isengard. Oh my god. Okay, good. Oof. Get back inside, you crazy hooligans. Yeah, so they're going to go back in. He's going to hold this position. This is still going to be a very tough battle for Gondor. And it looks like we have the Uruk-hai infantry charging down onto the Fountain Guard. And what is this? Oh, the Trebuchet crew. Oh, I see. He moved up his catapult, and Isengard was not going to have that. How are the walls going? Is he going to take the walls or not? Yes. There we go. There we go. God, they won't break, though. They're down to 7. They're going to fight on. And after that little retreat from the gates, the balance of power is even more in the favor of Isengard. So Gondor, he needs to come up with something here. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to take it. His Fountain Guard are all pretty much depleted. Looks like he's got his archers, though. Is he going to go into melee with them? I mean, I don't know how good the Gondor archers are, but look at that fire arrows in the background. That is pretty sweet. Firing at the second layer of Helms Deep. Yeah, so he's got his archers now in melee. That's not good. But again, he still has a lot of Swan Knights up on this wall right here. They're a little depleted, though. See, more archers. He's got his Fountain Guard. I believe this is his general's unit. Maybe? Yeah, is that his general? I think so. We will take back Helms Deep. And the gate is absolutely lost. But, you know, they did some damage. It wasn't a complete failure. But look at this positioning of the crossbows. You know, honestly, if I was Isengard, I would have just brought archers. I think archers are a little bit better. Maybe a couple of crossbows, because you could probably use them in a couple of situations. But I would have brought in like 4 archers, 4 units of archers, and maybe 2 units of crossbows. Because crossbows, they just have a tougher time firing over the walls. But it looks like they're out of ammo, and so they've got their swords out. I would love to get like a Uruk-hai sword. They just look so brutal. This is a very glorious fight. Isengard will not give up this area. Gondor will not take Helm's Deep from the White Hand. For the archers, though, getting some kills. Do not underestimate the archers of Gondor. Here's some Swan Knights. They're resting up. They're a little winded after a long battle up on the walls. And look at all this death over here. It has been an epic struggle so far. And Gondor really needs to take this because he has his catapult over here. I'm pretty sure he kept his crew alive. Yes, he still has his catapult crew, which is going to be very useful. But what he needs to do is somehow, some way, use his catapult and fire and just slaughter a bunch of his troops. Now, Isengard, I mean, it's tough to say because Isengard has, of course, he has the better positioning here, and I think he has more troops too. So he's really got to get creative. Gondor really has to get creative with their assault right here. He needs to use his archers, and he needs to use his catapult effectively. I don't know how much ammo he has left over, but I'm sure he's running low. He's down to a unit of 19 of infantry, Uruk-hai infantry. I love the mix of everything. We've got Fountain Guard in here, we've got Gondor archers, we have Swan Knights, all teaming up, fighting to the bitter end. But this is obviously a fight, a little skirmish battle that they are going to win. And finally they can claim this section of Helms Deep. But this is it. I mean, is this seriously it? He's got some forces going up here. Some Gondor archers. Uh-oh. What's Isengard leaving his defenses? He's charging. Oh, is he just gonna be super aggressive here? This might actually work. Oh, he needs to keep going though. Oh, he's moving out his crossbows. He's moving out his entire army. The catapult and everything. He's coming from the rear. This is beautiful. So what he could do is continue to push troops down this way and then surround Gondor. The only problem with this tactic is that Gondor can use the walls against him. So this is probably like a saving grace for Gondor, because I think this is going to go in Gondor's favor. These guys are about to get wrecked by arrows. Yes. Turn off fire arrows though. Use standard shot. Use the Fountain Guard. Fountain Guard need to protect them. There we go. Turn around, Fountain Guard. Turn around. Oh, one more volley. Oh. Fountain Guard, turn around. Why is he retreating? Why is he retreating? Oh, because the archer's up on the walls. Maybe. No, he's coming back. Well, what is going on? Confusion, chaos. I love this. Such aggressive play by Isengard. By Dizzy Wolf is his name. And is he still fighting over here? Yes, he is. Why is he moving his Fountain Guard away? Why is he not protecting his archers? I mean, it's kind of like Archer v. Archer, but to be honest, I'm more afraid of Uruk-hai crossbows because they're still very intimidating looking. And now the catapult is headed this way. I don't think you're going to get a lot done with that catapult. Let's see what he can do. But the archers up on the walls, are they going for the catapult? Wow, they can reach. Look at that. That's a fantastic reach. But Isengard isn't getting completely reckless. He still has a lot of troops over here waiting in reserve. I don't know. I think Isengard could finish this battle if he just continues to, you know, commit troops this way and charge down the hill. But I don't know. Again, like, the fact that Gondor has the advantage with the walls probably means Gondor is going to win that if Isengard completely committed. But it's just Gondor is so low on infantry. This unit is now down to 6. God, they will not break, even though defeat is for sure a possibility. It is certain. They will not break. They will fight on. The archers still going after the catapult. The Gondor archers are getting wrecked by the Uruk-hai crossbows, which again is no surprise. Uh-oh, is he sending out the Swan Knights? He is. So he realizes that he's losing that little battle, so he's going to send out the very glorious looking Swan Knights to support his archers. I hope these archers are out of ammo, because he's going to need that ammo. Again, I don't know why he sent his archers into melee. The arrows that they carry are so important to this fight. What a great fight so far, though. And the balance of power is way in favor of Isengard. And what are they doing with the catapult? I guess he's just trying to get a better angle. This is bizarre. Very, very bizarre. So we'll sit back and enjoy this little battle that's going on right now. The Swan Knights definitely turning the tide of the battle, which makes a whole lot of sense. But I might as well activate that catapult. You might as well try to kill the Swan Knights because your troops are pretty much dead. So I think that's what he's doing. He's trying to set it up really quick. Oh, and the archers can still reach. Whatever, who cares? You just gotta sit there and fire. Let him waste his ammo on your catapult instead of, you know, using the ammo on infantry that are defending the choke points. Yeah, he's down to 6 men over here. And finally, they are victorious over near this catapult. Oh my goodness. Yes, he is going for the Swan Knights. That is great. Good use of the catapult. And if he can actually land a hit, that could win him the game here. Not that he necessarily needs to land a hit, but I mean, if you look at the balance of power, it's really greatly in favor of Isengard. So this isn't like a must-hit kind of artillery situation. Uh-oh, what's this though? Why, Isengard? Why are you sending out more infantry? This makes no sense. I don't get it. Oh, yes! Good hit. That's what he needed. Look, 2 brave Uruk-hai crossbows stand victorious. Even though they didn't really win, they just kind of fell back. Alright, so what we're going to do now, guys, is just fast forward a tad bit. See what happens here. Okay, so right now the archers are firing up on the walls towards the catapult. We have Gondor's catapult moving back into position because they are about to fire in the choke point. Oh, he almost lost his catapults while running past this little gap right here. And he's making sure his troops are away from the Isengard catapult. There we go. Yes, he's firing into... Whoa, 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 whoa. He's firing into the choke point. And I don't know, guys. Do you think Gondor has enough here? Do you think they can push through and take Helms Deep? His troops are exhausted. But if Isengard keeps sending out their forces like this, it's like, man, Isengard, you're trying to throw the game. I don't know. He's got like, let's see, 3 healthy-ish Uruk-hai infantry. He's got 1 pikeman unit. If he can push through the pikes, there's a chance. There's certainly a chance. So we're just going to continue to fast forward, guys. Because it looks like Isengard is trying to push over here. Here we go. Okay, we might press play pretty soon. Yes, we will. The pikes are getting into position. Oh, sorry. Okay. The Fountain Guard are about to... Oh, look at them. There they go. And he is going to charge. Yes. Or Gondor, charge up that massive hill. I think you can go up this hill, or this wall, can't you? I'm not too sure, but you should definitely try and try to get behind the pikemen. So this is a really cool little choke point battle. Man, they look like they're in slow motion when they're climbing up this hill. I don't think they got it in them. I don't think Gondor is going to be able to destroy the pikemen here. There's just too many, and look at that. Look at the position they're in. Victory seems certain for them. That is for sure. And we've got a little bit of a artillery battle here. Pretty goofy. But you know, what can you really do with a catapult inside Helms Deep? Oh. Why is he wasting his archer fire on catapults? But it looks like his archers are out of ammo. So that's not good. So really, the only way he's going to be able to push through this choke point is through just pure muscle, pure force. Come on. For Rohan, for Gondor, for all the free people of Middle-earth. Oh, that guy's going ham. Look at him. He's all bloodied up. Oh, don't you die on me. Keep fighting. No. Keep fighting. Oh, he died. The Swan Knights just trying to push through. Oh, these troops breaking. Yes, they are breaking from the fight. I think he needs to send some troops near the gate. I mean... Oh, good hit. Good hit on the infantry there. It seems like this is a very desperate situation for Gondor. Oh man, look at that shot right there. That is so cool. I mean, I don't think they can do it. The Swan Knights are gonna have such a tough time trying to break this pike line. And that's why he should have saved some of his ammo for his archers, because they could have, you know, fired at the pikemen who are just standing here. But instead, he has to use his infantry. Victory seems certain. Only a fool could lose this battle. Only a fool. Now they're kind of pushing them back. Here comes some reinforcements from Isengard. Got some infantry. Looks like the archers are now leaving their post and they're going for Isengard. Their little flank out here. Oof, careful with that artillery fire. Got two crossbows just kind of standing there. Oh dear lord. That's a morale destroyer. Yeah, he's got to push through. He's got to silence this catapult. And here comes the general. The final push. The final, last, desperate push. There we go. He's going to finally silence the catapults. And they are... Oh, is he just running away? Oh. Just stand and fight. But the infantry's here, though. Here comes more archers. Going out to charge. I mean, is it even worth it to run your catapult crew? It's like, your catapult's pretty much pointless at this point, so you should just have them fight in melee. But this infantry is about to be surrounded by Gondor archers. Gondor! The Fountain Guard now in the mix. Now it says the balance of forces are evenly matched. Is it going to be enough, though? You know, it might actually... Well, more infantry charging through the gatehouse. He's got two of his units coming down. So, again, I don't know why he's giving up his position here. I mean, he's probably going to slaughter all of these archers. But the catapult is still activated, and he's using his catapult. And he might be able to get a couple good hits on the infantry here. And who knows, he might break them. I mean, you never know with Total War. Crazy stuff happens all the time. Doesn't matter how good you are, there's always a little element of luck that sometimes will not go in your favor. Gondor archers! Oh! My goodness. Oh, these archers. Oh, they broke. The archers over here are breaking. Oh no. So the Fountain Guard are about to be surrounded. And this is what's left of Gondor. So not exactly a close battle, but it was a pretty cool fight, especially for that long wall. I think Gondor made a couple of big mistakes there. Well, first off, the very beginning of the battle, it wasn't exactly even. Like, the balance of power was in favor of the defenders, so that's really tough for the attackers. And the biggest mistake that I feel like Gondor made was using all those fire arrows instead of just standard shot to break through the choke points. And I think he could have used more siege towers, right? Maybe he sent another one over here. I mean, he did the best he could, honestly. He didn't make any major mistakes. But he is breaking through over here. This is pretty sweet. Let's see, Isengard sending in their general unit. But yeah, Gondor is going to let his men fight to the bitter end. And it looks like Isengard is going to hold Helms Deep for a century more. And they need a bigger army. A much bigger army. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So I guess we'll just kind of sit back and enjoy the Gondor Fountain Guard get brutally slaughtered. Brutally slaughtered. So what are they down to? 24. Defeat is almost a certainty. Tragic. See, where's the general? There's the general. Oh, damn wall. Let's watch the general and... Uh-oh. Oh no, they're about to be surrounded. Where is that general? He's somewhere. I just saw him over here. Or was that not the general? I don't know. That's weird. Because the general is not dead. At least I didn't see any cutscenes for it. The Fountain Guard are down to 8 men, bravely standing, surrounded by a bunch of Urukai infantry. Oh, there goes the general. Okay. Well, there's a wall, so there you have it. That was weird. And he's down to the last man. One last soldier. He believes in the cause. Never surrender. Look at him go. There he goes. He's dead. And that is the battle, guys. Unfortunately, Gondor just did not have enough to take the settlement. And he did a great job, though, and it was very, very exciting, especially this little gate battle. A very tough struggle right there. But 1,500 kills, not too bad. I mean, look at all the troops Isengard had. That is crazy. He got 1,200 kills. Fantastic. If we look at the... Oh, by the way, this was sent in by History General, so thank you for the battle replay. And his final results here... Let's see, 135 for the Fountain Guard. That's pretty good. That's his general, too. 168 for the Dismounted Swan Knights. So... very cool fight. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for hanging out, watching the video. I'll see you next time.